What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today on Fitness Tech Reviews, we're going to be going over the Whoop Strap 4.0. This is Whoop's fourth iteration on getting this band even better. It's smaller than the 3.0, it even has more sensors, and it has the same battery life. But we want to go over what is the Whoop Strap, and really, is it right for you? But let's go ahead and get right into it. What is the Whoop Strap? The Whoop Strap is not a smartwatch. It does not have any sort of physical interface. It does have a double tap to see the battery life. That's going to go through three colors, either green if it's above 50%, yellow if it's below 50%, and it'll be red if it's below 20%. So that's the only way to really interact with the band on your wrist. And not only that, you can put it on other places as well. We'll get into that in a second. The main focus of the Whoop Strap is to calculate your recovery. It goes by your strain from the previous day and your sleep quality with HRV and a bunch of different metrics, but we'll get into those in a second as well. Don't forget the Whoop is also a membership-based product, and if you are looking to get into it, I'll be going over the prices later, but it is going to be a monthly fee to be able to check out the app. There is no real upright fee. There is a little bit. You're not just buying the actual strap, but you are paying for the services in their app. So on the band itself, you can take it off relatively easily. You can tighten it up so you can bring it up and down your wrist so it don't have like a tan line anywhere specifically. And also this year's band has a quick release mechanism so you can be able to take off the band relatively easily, and then you'll be able to put on another band. They have a multitude of colors on the website with its newer band from last year. I do see it as a little bit tighter. I used the 3.0's band for over a year and a half, and it says it only has like a 6-month lifespan, but I used it the entirety of the time, didn't really have too much of a problem, but this guy is a little bit tighter. I saw a couple of people comment on my Whoop 3.0 about, man, this should be a silicone band. Believe me, you do not want to have a silicone band here. You want something that's flexible around the area so if it does tighten up, it doesn't lose your heart rate. You get the strap itself in the box, you get its wireless charger in the box, with a USB-C cable and also a little bit packet as well to know how to put it on and stuff like that. The specifications for this band, it does have a 5-day battery life. It is waterproof and it comes with this charging brick that charges via USB-C. It takes about 2 hours to charge fully, and you can actually tap to see the battery life on the actual thing itself, and you can just place it right on top. This time through, it does go in a little bit differently. It has a relatively satisfactory clip on when you click it on, but this time it is waterproof. It takes about 2 hours to fully charge, and you can keep it on the entire time while it's charging, which is a big plus. This year, the Whoop went up to 4 photodiodes instead of 1 to get a little bit more accurate on the heart rate sensing, and I've definitely recognized the difference, especially in high-intensity workouts that are for shorter periods of time, where it took the 3.0 a little bit longer to actually catch my heart rate. You also are using their pulse oximeter to check out blood oxygen saturation levels, which I have seen as very accurate, and it was even able to check when I got my booster shot, which was pretty crazy. It checked my resting heart rate and my breathing rate, and it was letting me know that I was feeling a little sick even before I actually felt it. This year they've added a skin conductance sensor and also a skin temperature sensor to give you even more actionable data to help you with your recovery. They also have an accelerometer built in to check out different activities as well, because it does automatically track your exercises instead of you actually having to put them in yourself. This year they also implemented in this Anywhere technology where you can actually take everything off the band, and you have this little pod that you can insert into like a bralette, into some shorts, into some socks, and even something around the bicep, so you're able to wear it anywhere. And they say it's also fairly accurate for wherever you want to put it as well. If you guys are looking for me to do any sort of reviews on those sort of products, make sure to comment down below and I'll get my hands on a couple of those things. Alright, now that we got all of that down, let's go ahead and get into the app and what that's all about. That's really what you're paying for. So within the app, it gives you your recovery score for the day, your day stream. With your day stream, that really only goes over your heart rate and where it is throughout the day. So even if you had a workout and you deleted the workout count off it, you would still have your heart rate throughout the day. So if I go to the side, it has the heart rate throughout the day, and it goes through strain through that. That's the only really way it can track your strain. Then also gives you your HRV score for the yesterday, and then the calories that you burn throughout the day as well, all built in. When you hit up on today, you can go throughout your days, December, stuff like that, where your days were. And if you didn't fill out your journal for that day, you can hit your journal. This gives the Whoop a little extra data to be like, hey, if you had alcoholic drinks, even though I haven't done it before, and it really spiked my recovery level low. So you have your overview. You can swipe all the way down from there. That gives you kind of a little bit over the past 7 days of where your recovery rate has been, where your day strain has been, and all of that. When you click on over your next spot, this is your day strain and what you're primed to do. So you're primed for 74% recovery. All of that, that's what we're primed for the next day. And then how everything has been with your day strain, your average heart rate, and the calories that you burn throughout each day. Then you can always go into your recovery one as well. Gives you a little bit of that, where your HRV has been, where your resting heart rate has been, and your respiratory rate, which is also very important. And then, of course, on the other side, it has your sleep. For your optimum sleep performance, this is what you're going to need throughout your day, and sufficient, but I'm relatively inconsistent with my sleep. I am a newer dad. That's definitely why that's all about it. And it gives you an idea of how your performance was the past couple days, what you needed to what you actually got, and your time in bed. So with all that, your top left is your actual, whole profile and all that, level 18, just the amount of recoveries that you actually put in yourself. You can see what has upgraded throughout if you want to jump into something like that. And then just gives you kind of an overview of how your activities went the last 30 days, or you can do all time, stuff like that. They only added in CrossFit training relatively recently. It was always functional fitness for me. Then from there, our next one on the bottom left is our coach. So in your sleep coach, you can actually set an alarm on the band. It does have a vibration motor in it. And on your sleep alarm, you can either do an exact time or hit a sleep goal, or if you're in the green, and it was going to be able to wake you up smartly throughout. I haven't been using it until I was doing this review, and it's way better than actually, again, I have a baby right next to me. It's way better than an alarm going off. It woke me up with its vibration. Then you can actually set for what you want to do for the next day. So if you want to peak tomorrow, great. If you want to be at 85% tomorrow, awesome. If you want to get the 70%, stuff like that, you can change it throughout to see what you want to do for your best effort for the next day. And also you have your strain coach on the top as well. Once you go into that, it'll actually go in. You can start your activity here. You can start pretty much anything. If you want to start running, it'll actually go on with a strain coach with your run as well. It says they want to get like a 12.4 activity from me. And if you'd like to track your route, you could turn that on as well, and that'll actually track your route while you were doing it. So a lot of things built into the actual app itself. Again, functional fitness. You can start anything right there and it'll coach you through it. Even though I didn't show this on the main page, you also have your health monitor as well. It gives you the idea of what's going on, and you can share your health report with a doctor or anything like that. So if you want to download that PDF and be able to send it to your doctor, just gives them a little bit more data about how your health has been. And then you even have your weekly and monthly performance assessments at the bottom as well. When you go to the center, this is kind of more along the lines of, hey, look, it's me. More along the lines if you want to do something on social media or something like that, but really nothing built in. You can kind of move around these metrics, like if I want to take off the heart rate graph, if I want to add it back in, stuff like that. But really nothing. You want to go over your overviews. I mean, this is all really just stuff for like social media. And then going to the side, we also have community. I'm in a couple of communities myself, and I can jump on in, see how I do. There's chat built in as well. Believe that's a little bit newer, but then seeing how your daily, your whole entire week, or your monthly has been doing between your strain, your recovery, and your sleep with everybody. So if you want to gamify it a little bit, really up to you. You can also create a team, and there's even some member stories here at the bottom as well, like some menstrual cycle coaching at the bottom that you can actually get into and learn more about, and this is all built in for a little bit of community as well. Then all the way to your right, this is just like your other things. If you want to share your code, and if you want to use my code, you will get a free month off, so the code will be in the description. But other things like that, device settings, privacy, integrations. One of the things with integration does integrate with Strava, and a couple of other things. you can go into device settings and you can actually broadcast your heart rate. This broadcasting of your heart rate can use other things that's built in with Whoop. It's used on the Peloton app and Peloton Bikes and Treads. It's used in the Strava app. It's used in Concept 2 ergs as well. Of course, specific ones. The Zwift app, I'm not exactly sure what that is. Wahoo Element, again, and even Garmin can be put onto it. The Trainer Road app, Runkeeper. So it's a little added benefit in the app itself. All right, let's get into its fitness and sleep tracking. So with its fitness tracking, like I said, there are a couple of ways to start the actual workout. You can go into your coach and start the workout right there. It also does automatic activity detection if you're doing it for over 15 minutes and your heart rate is elevated. The third way to do it is actually add it yourself with the times and dates. One of the biggest benefits with that is the heart rate is always being tracked. So no matter what, you don't need to start anything. It's not going to add any extra metrics. So if you did a workout for a certain period of time, you could put it in. So talking about that, when you get into your activity, it's just going to give you an idea of where your max heart rate was, what your calorie was, and the duration of the actual activity itself. And it's kind of built right into it. So on the days, functional fitness and stuff like that, where your sleep was, where your heart rate was, stuff like that is all built in. And you can add it at any point. So when you actually get into your sleep tracking, you click on sleep. It gives you all your stages of sleep, your awake time, your light sleep, your REM, and your deep sleep. So you can be able to check how it was throughout each and every day. And on the bottom it says I actually used my alarm. I used it for this review. So it gives you other things as well. The top right is your help. So if I do click on that, it's going to start a help ticket. What I've seen thus far throughout my about 2 years using Whoop, their help is extremely great. They are quick with responses, and you can see we could literally go through all the times I've actually used the help desk. They've been very helpful. But again, hi Tim, how can I help? This is basically just them automatically texting, so I don't need to do anything right now. But if you do want to do a workout that is catered to your specific day, so based on my 75% recovery, build additional 12.4 strain to reach that day strain, optimal day strain of that day of being 12.6. So this strain at the top goes through a 1 to 21 metric, and it exponentially pushes up. I've never hit a day of 21. I've gotten to about 19 point something, but I've never hit my way all the way to 21. Pretty sure you have to run like a marathon or something like that to get it that high. So in general, the heart rate tracking for your activities and for your sleep are top notch. They do great work, and with its added sensors, and with that, it helps with high intensity, quick workouts as well. So if you do a workout like Fran in CrossFit, you can actually put it in. And when I've done it before on the 3.0, it kind of didn't check the first little bit, but now it does it a lot better with it. So going into pricing, you can pay $30 to begin with and do $30 a month, but then it gets less expensive the more you actually put out to begin with. So if you want to do $288 to begin with, it's $24 a month, and if you do $324 to begin with, it's $18 a month. Yes, it isn't ideal to have to pay a monthly payment for a band, but if it is something you are looking to do, there's nothing better currently on the market than the Whoop is. Right now, Fitbit does have its readiness score. I did a review on that. The link of that is below, but the readiness score isn't, funny enough, ready yet. It doesn't use all the metrics, even though they are very good. The readiness score just isn't that great yet. So what are my overall thoughts and recommendations? So if this is something you have been looking into, if you already have a smartwatch, it's great that you can now take it off your wrist and put it on your hip or onto your shorts or your shirt or something like that, so you don't have to wear two bands, because I always need to have something for the time for stuff like coaching and stuff like that. It's very accurate sleep tracking and workout tracking with heart rate variability to let you know how recovered you are. Believe me, if you drink a little bit that day, you better believe you're going to be in the red your next day. Not only that, it gives you a little bit of insight and actionable data to help increase your HRV, which is going to help you recover better, to work out better. So in the long run, it's really a great tool to help you. It has a long battery life, and it's relatively comfortable to wear. Another one of the pros is you can customize it, you can make it look fancy, and if you are doing multiple bands, it's easy to actually take it off this time through and switch it out to make sure it's matching with your clothing. I mean, I legit only have the black one because I don't care too much. A couple things that are a little disappointing with the band, of course, it's monthly payments. And not only that, it's not available for all third-party things like Apple's Health Kit, and doesn't support other chest monitors for heart rate tracking, because of course those chest monitors are the best when it comes to heart rate tracking, so would be a little bit better if you use a chest strap, but I'm perfectly fine with this. And in a general sense, it will track your heart rate, so it is basically just a heart rate tracker. So if you're just lifting heavy weights, your strain won't be as elevated throughout the day, but your heart rate variability will kind of track it a little bit more, but you won't see that high number even if you are lifting for 1 rep maxes for your daily strain. Well, hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. If it was, please smash that like button. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be one of the first ones to know when my newest tech review comes out. If you use my link down below, it's going to shoot you to Whoop, and you can get a free month from Whoop if you use my code down below. And if you guys are looking for me to review any of the Whoop Anywhere technology, like the boxers, the shirt, or anything like that, comment down below and I'll see if that's something you guys want me to do. But other than that, stay happy, stay healthy, and above all, stay positive. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.